In conclusion, this is where my son's chicken feet are. They're right above his door. If you hear pitter-pattering, that's the dog. I feel like it turned out really well. He loved it so much. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's the Earth Witch, and today's video is a witchcrafting video. I haven't done any of these on my channel yet, and today will be the first witchcrafting video. I'm excited. I'm gonna make some protection amulets for myself and also my son. These will be going around the house. Disclaimer, if you don't like using animal parts in witchcraft, that's cool. I do. If you don't want to watch this video because of that, that's cool. If you do, stick around. So today I am using chicken's feet. For this video, I have quite a few. I've already painted them and stuff, and I'll explain that kind of as well. I have two pair, one for my son. He saw me drying them out, painting them, doing the whole process, enchanting and all that stuff, and he asked for a pair of his own. He's only 4, but he's like interested in the stuff I do, and he really likes my witchcrafts. So he asked for a pair of chicken feet for himself, and these will be hung above his door. If you want like an in-depth video about why chicken feet are used in witchcraft and stuff, I'll link one down below that I thought was informative, short and sweet. I painted them black for protection, and the nails, you can't really see the nail color because it kind of looks black, they're really dark. The nails are purple for protection against negative spiritual energy. And the reason, short version of why they use chicken feet is because chicken feet scratch at the dirt, so they're gonna scratch at any negative energy that comes near. So these are my son's. I chose these for him because they're kind of smaller in the pack that I got, and he's a small kid, so yeah. In the paint, I used regular acrylic paint, black paint, but I also mixed in Hecate's dark moon oil, a little bit in there, and I enchanted them already as well. I'm also going to be using rosemary. What I usually do, I don't usually do anything fancy when it comes to like amulets and protective items. What I usually do is I take a sprig of rosemary from my garden, and I'll tape it above the door after enchanting it for protection. That's as I usually do something basic, but lately it's been raining and gross out, and I've been in a really creative mood. So that is why I'm doing this today. Okay, so for this, I have rosemary, I have the chicken feet, I have some feathers because my son wanted red feathers on his. I'm not gonna put any feathers on mine because I don't really want feathers on mine. Here's another one that I wanted to show you that I thought was cool that I did. It's flicking you off. This is gonna be a car charm. I haven't painted it yet. This one's gonna be red and black, well, black with red nails. I have a few of these for our different cars, and I'm also going to be hanging one on my porch behind the rose bush so that the mail people don't get like freaked out when they deliver the mail and stuff. I also have a glue gun, hot glue gun over here to glue in the feathers, and I have some twine for the one that I'm going to be doing for myself. And for my son, I'm going to be using red yarn because red is his favorite color, and so I really want to incorporate his favorite color into this as well. So as I said, black and purple is for protection against negative spiritual energy or negative spiritual entities, and red and black is for protection against people. And so he's gonna have a little bit of both. Nobody's gonna be like attacking him in my house. At least I sure hope not. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's gonna be attacking him in my house. He just really likes the color red, so I'm gonna use a lot of red on his, even though his chicken foot is already painted black and purple. So I'm gonna get started. Everything has already been enchanted and prayed over and stuff, so I'm not gonna do that on camera. What I did was, the way I dried out the chicken feet was I prayed over an enchanted salt, and then I covered the chicken feet in the salt, like thick layer of salt, and I stuck them in the oven at 200 degrees for, I started at 4 p.m. and when I came in the morning, because I was going to leave them overnight, when I came in the morning the oven was already off. So I wasn't exactly sure how long they were in the oven for. Oh, well, I wasn't sure how long the oven was on for, but they were completely dried out when I went to go check on them. But since I covered them in salt, I had to flake the salt off. I enchanted the salt for protection because salt is very protective. Some people also dry them by just sticking them in a bunch of salt for like months, and I hear that stinks. I don't have a dehydrator either, so I just used what I had, which was my oven, and it turned out perfectly fine. So yeah. Now I am going to take a rosemary sprig, and I got this idea from Avalon Cameron. Love her channel. She is a bigger YouTube witch who does a lot of like unboxings and tarot stuff, but she also has like informative videos of witchcraft. She is a hereditary witch as well. And what she did in her video, which I'm going to do here as well, is I'm not going to do all of it. I'm not going to anoint this with a bunch of oils and all that stuff. I've already enchanted it with the intention, and it's already protective. And like I said, I already put oils mixed with the paint for these chicken feet. So I got feathers flying everywhere. I'm going to take these and make it into like a little wreath like this. And then I'm going to tie it off up top with, since I'm gonna do my son's first, so I'm gonna use the red yarn for this one. Get some scissors. Whoa. Let's not drop the glue gun. All right, I'm gonna get some scissors. I think I'm going to use like a pretty, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna get like a string like that long or whatever. I always try to make them longer than I need so that I can just trim it up afterwards. So I'm gonna put in a little circle like this and tie it. And while I'm tying it, I will be using like knot magic and as well. So you are to protect my son from any spiritual harm.
Mommy.
Yeah.
I can see some rainbows on the wall with the sun.
Cool. You are to protect my son from any spiritual harm. It just has to be simple. It doesn't have to rhyme or be complicated or anything. I like to make my magic pretty simple, so. To protect my son from any spiritual harm. I did 3 knots because, as you know, I love the number 3, and this is what it looks like. It's just tied together into a little circle. There it goes. All right, so I'm gonna leave these strings on here because I'm going to attach the chicken feet probably to these strings, since that's like the sturdiest part of the rosemary. All right, so I'm gonna put that there. Next, I'm going to put my chicken feet away. Oh, I also made this one, which I thought was really cute. It also has the oil in it as well. This is for protection against the evil eye. I will be hanging it up in here, and I can also use this in my spell workings to scratch away at anybody that is like spiritually attacking as well. So I have a little googly eye up there. It's blue. I hope you can see it. There it goes. So this is the other chicken foot. I like that this one was like splayed out perfectly, so. And it can kind of stand on its own, which I thought was pretty cool. But I have yarn here that I braided my intention into as well. And yeah, okay, so that's that. I'm getting off topic. We ain't talking about that right now. Okay, so if you know about chicken feet, they have the little hole where the bones and stuff were and where they cut off the foot. So I'm gonna take some glue, put it on the end of this feather, and then I'm gonna just stick it in one of those holes and hopefully it'll stick. Let me see how I'm gonna do it first. I like to line it up and see how it's gonna go in. Yep, I'll go in right there and it'll just stick. I'm gonna take off some feathers because it's got like this huge plastic piece up there that it's just gonna be troublesome. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Much better. All right, just gonna add a small amount of glue. Doesn't need to be big. Ooh. As I say that, I kind of put a big piece of glue up here. So that is this one, red feather. I'm only going to use one feather in each because gluing feathers can kind of be a hassle and I ain't got time for all that. Me making this quick, simple, cute, whatever. All right, and I'm gonna do the second feather. Take off this little plastic end. And clean it up. Line it up. That's gonna be perfect. I probably don't even need to put glue on this one because it's like fitting in there perfectly. But I'm gonna still put glue on it because I don't want it to fall apart while it's in its final place. Thankfully, in our house, where my son's room is, there is already a nail above his door. Like something was hanging there before, so I'm gonna just put this on that nail. Glue you in there. All right, so his chicken feet have their little feathers. And now I am going to take some yarn and jerry rig it. I'm gonna use the red yarn as I've been doing. Let me see, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so I got two really long pieces of red yarn that are around the same length. It doesn't really need to be, and it really doesn't need to be this long. I probably won't even use most of this, but I am going to take it around like such and tie it off. I'm actually going to tie it off on the back side. Try to make sure it's kind of even. Because what I'm going to do is, I probably won't do it on camera because it'll be hella boring to watch, but what I'm going to do after I tie it off and on both of them, I'm going to braid them together. And while I braid, I state my intention with like every cross. If you can't braid, that's fine, you don't need to. You can just tie it together, hang it up, and that'll be fine. Still state your intention while you're making your knots. You are to protect Okay, so that's that. You can hang it up just like that and call it a day. I am going to do the other one real quick. All right, so both of them are tied to the string. Now what I'm going to do is take these strings here. I have 4 of them. The middle ones, the middle ones I'm gonna grab together, and the outside ones I'm gonna grab separately. And I'm just going to begin to braid it and state my intention and yeah, all that stuff. And then I will come back and show you how I'm going to attach it to the rosemary. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This is the braid that is connected to the back of this. It's not focusing, but it's connected like that to the back of the chicken feet. It's about that long. I used like half of the string so far. I'm gonna be using quite a bit of it, so I'm glad I made it long. So the idea I came up with to attach the little protection wreath to this is I still have the string that's connected to the wreath, and so I don't want to put too much pressure on the wreath and end up messing it up while it's hanging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the strings from the wreath, connect it to the single strings here, and braid it into it. If you can't braid, that's fine. Attach it however you can. I just like braiding because I'm good at braiding. I've been braiding hair and stuff since I was like a kid. I used to practice on my doll babies when my mom taught me. So I like braiding with my magic because I braid magic into the braids with my intention and my fingers, and I just like braiding. So I'm gonna braid it into this. I'll try, you probably won't be able to see it well on camera. I still haven't gotten my tripod. It's like, girl, what you doing? I think my honey is gonna buy me a new one for Christmas. He bought me a wood burning tool for our anniversary, which I was excited about. I did this. This is my first wood burning project. It's not that great, but I like it. It's cute. I thought I didn't do too bad for my first time. So I have a lot of like wood burning projects coming up as well. I've also been having the idea, let me start braiding and I'll talk at the same time. I've also been having the idea of doing like live videos and while doing live videos, doing like live craft with me, so then we can chat, I can craft, maybe I'll make an announcement beforehand and we can craft together. I feel like that'd be cool. All right, let me focus real quick. I feel like that'd be cool if we could do like crafts together. And yeah, because I've been wanting to do like live videos, but I never know about what. So if you're down for like a live witchcrafting, let me know. I feel like that'd be so fun. Okay, so we'll just braid. What I've just been chanting has been very simple. With every braid, I've just been saying, you will protect from negative energies. You will protect from negative entities. You will protect from negative energies. You will protect from negative entities. You will protect from negative energies. And the same thing over and over. I kind of go into like a trance while I'm doing it to get into the rhythm. Yeah, so that's what I do the entire way down. And I just braid it. You can't see what I'm doing, But so far I've gotten that far with the braid. Chicken feet are down below. This is up top. This is gonna hang from the spot above my son's room. Maybe I'll get a picture of it when I'm done. It's kind of backwards. It doesn't really matter. It don't matter none. It's just gonna be hanging up there. It doesn't need to be like extremely aesthetically pleasing, even though I love this, how vibrant this red is, especially with the black and with the green, you know. It's kind of Christmassy. He's super into Christmas right now, and I'm like, we don't even do that here. We celebrate like Yule more so than Christmas. We still get him presents. He has a little $10 Christmas tree. It's a live tree in a pot in his room, so we're gonna keep it alive. I have like over 50 plants in the house, if you've seen like my plant videos. So we're gonna keep the tree alive and save it for every year. It can grow with him. And yeah, that's his little Christmas tree. He was like, I want a Christmas tree. Now he asking to put lights in the house. I'm like, son, we don't do that. But it was kind of hard to explain to a 4-year-old who sees like his friends and stuff celebrating Christmas. He celebrates Christmas at grandma's house. I usually let him go over to grandma's or grandpa's for Christmas time. So he still gets to experience it and stuff like that. I'll upload a picture of the Yule log that we all made together. It's really pretty, it's cool. We haven't started burning yet. I'm gonna start burning the candles on it when Yule actually begins. And then by time Christmas comes, the candles will be burnt down, and then we go out to the fire pit and we actually burn the whole log as well. So I hope this video isn't too long. If you like long videos, let me know down below. If you'd rather them to be shorter, I'll make them shorter. Lately my videos have been pretty long and I don't want to bore you to death, you know. So, all right, I think that's about good. Let me trim these ugly pieces. All right, so that's that. This is what it looks like right now. So last thing I'm gonna do is make a loop. I'm just gonna fold it over like that, tie it in a knot, and I'll be able to hang up on a little nail outside of his room. And then I'll be ending the video here. I thought I would be able to do 2 of them, but this video is pretty long, so I only got through 1 of them, which is fine. At least you got to see one. This one is for my honey bun. A little chicken nugget is what I call him, because he looked like a chicken nugget. Since like birth, I was like, you just a little chicken nugget. So, all right. Pull. Should be big enough to fit a nail through. Okay, I still have quite a bit of string left over, so definitely make your strings long so that they can, so that you have enough string throughout the whole project. And there it is. Here are the chicken feet down below, along with the little rosemary wreath. I feel like this is very appropriate for Christmas and his love of Christmas right now, so I hope you can see it. I'll hang them up and take a picture of it as well so you can see it better. Put my head behind it, so. They're really cute. I love it. I'm sure he's gonna love it too. I'm gonna go do a reveal once this video's over, and then I'll put together my other one as well. I'm doing a lot of like witchcrafting right now. I don't know why. It must be something in the stars, you know. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications if you want to be notified when I post stuff. Let me know how you feel about a witchcrafting live videos. Because I really do like to craft. I like to do wood burning now that I have a wood burning tool. I will show you some cheap crafts, like get your stuff from the dollar store cheap crafts as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. In conclusion, this is where my son's chicken feet are. They're right above his door. If you hear pitter pattering, that's the dog. I feel like it turned out really well. He loved it so much. He was like, wait, it's not going in my room? Like, no, it's gonna be out of reach so you don't mess with them. But I love the look of it. I'll probably change out the rosemary once it like completely dries up and gets like brown and stuff. But for now, there it is. It's so pretty. I love it. I love the way his turned out. Here are the other chicken feet that you didn't get to see me craft. These are for my spiritual room, which this is the window that I used to record in front of. I have a huge log up there. I used to hang plants from it, but I took all the plants out of this room because I added curtains and it's not enough light. So now it's gonna hold the chicken feet and herbs that I am going to dry. I love the way this turned out. I did a little different than the way I did my son's. I put the wreath behind the chicken feet, purple and black for protection against negative spiritual entities, and